Good morning, dear students. Let's begin our social science class. In the previous class, we were studying about the methods of irrigation and how many of the farmers of Palampur are still dependent on rainfall for irrigation. Now, let's read further. To grow more than one crop on a piece of land during the year is known as multiple cropping. It is the most common way of increasing production on a given piece of land, and all farmers in Palampur grow at least two main crops. Many are growing potato as a third crop in the past 15 to 20 years. So mainly to obtain more and more profit, farmer grow two or more crops in a same year on the same land. Now cultivated area in million hectare from 1950. It is given over here. So in 1950, the hectare of the land that was cultivated was 120. In 1960, 130. Then from 1970 to 2011 it remained 140. Means we see that no more land has been added for cultivation till 2011. One way of increasing production from the same land is by multiple cropping. The other way is to use modern farming method for higher yield. So if you use modern farming methods, then it will also give you the higher yield other than multiple cropping. Yield is the measured as a crop produced on a given piece of land during a single season. So in one season, the amount of crop produced is called the yield. Till the mid 1960s, seeds used in cultivation were traditional one with relatively low yields. Means they did not produce much. Traditional seed need less irrigation. Farmer used cow dung and other natural manure as fertilizer, and all these were readily available with farmer who did not have to buy them. The Green Evolution in late 1960 introduced the Indian farmer to cultivation of wheat and rice using high-yielding variety HYV seeds. So HYV seeds are actually high-yielding variety of seeds, which means that most of the produce is given on the single land with the help of seeds. Compared to traditional seeds, HYV seeds promise to produce much greater amount of grain on a single plant, but there are some of the terms and conditions required by these seeds. As a result, the same piece of land would now produce far larger quantity of food grain than was possible earlier. HYV seed, however, need plenty of water and also chemical fertilizers and pesticides to grow or produce best result. Higher yield were possible only from a combination of HYV seed, irrigation, chemical fertilizer, pesticide, etc. So if we are farmer and we take our choose as HYV seeds, then in turn they will produce a large amount of yield, but they will require chemical fertilizers, they will require proper irrigation, and if you are a poor farmer, you are not able to pay these all the things and you are not able to afford these. Farmers of Punjab, Haryana, Western Uttar Pradesh were the first to try out modern farming method in India. The farmer in these regions set up tube well for irrigation, made use of HYV seeds, chemical fertilizer, pesticide in farming. Some of them bought farm machinery like tractor, thresher, which made plowing and harvesting faster, and they were rewarded with high yield of wheat. In Palampur, yield of wheat grown from traditional variety was 1300 kg per hectare. So there in 1 hectare, 1300 kg wheat was grown. With the HYV seeds, the yield went to 3200, means 3200 kg per hectare. So it was a huge, enormous amount, means it nearly doubled and more than it doubled. There was a large increase in production of wheat. Farmer now had great amount of surplus wheat to sell in the market. So this was the basic advantages of HYV seeds, but we saw that in turn they require proper irrigation, they require proper facilities, they require chemical fertilizers, which should also be provided them in turn. That's all for the day, students. Thank you and have a nice day.